Hi, KB with Fort Tillamook again, and this time I'm going to go over what I carry in my Jeep. There's a lot of talk about what you should carry when you're out in the field, out in the bush, backpacking, hiking, what have you, but you should also keep in mind things don't only happen out there. So put together a little something, keep it in your car, forget about it, it'll always be there. Alright, so you don't have to worry about carrying stuff that you would normally do backpacking. Make sure you put it in your car or camping or what have you. Get a separate little kit, keep it in your car, and I'm just briefly going to go over what I have in there. You can adjust yours accordingly. First, I got these two little like plastic little soda containers that you get at stores. Bottom one, little door flares. Don't have to go over what those do. They can do all kinds of different stuff. And if you're ever in a need to start a fire, it's one of the best things you can use. And the top part of it, this one comes out, put together nicely. Left over from my cop days in LA, massive first aid kit with all kinds of stuff. I'm not going to go over everything in there. Lots of CPR masks. Got 2 different types, one-way things, emergency, everything you could want in here. Again, I'm not going to go over everything that's in here. You should adjust any first aid kit to things that you are comfortable with using and know how to use. I was on this training course with some people, and they had a whole suture kit with needles and all that, and I asked them, have you ever used it? And they didn't even know how to. Okay, if you're not a surgeon or you're not going to actually sew up a wound, you don't need to bring sutures and needles and thread and stuff like that. If you know how to use it and you want to use it, fine. You get a big enough cut and you can't take care of it by wrapping it or bandaging it, maybe push the skin together and put super glue on it. Well, let me correct that. Make it Crazy Glue. Okay, Crazy Glue with the name brand, it actually acts better with your skin. Alright, it'll hold it together. And it's actually better than just the super glue formula. Get Crazy Glue if you're going to do that. All right. Hopefully, though, if you have a big enough gash that it's a life-threatening thing, get out of there. Go get some help. So, the first aid kit goes on the top. Now, in this bag, this is an old surplus Army bag. I'm going to go over equipment stuff at another time. Now, I personally like Army surplus stuff. Lasts for a long, long time. Some people complain that it's too heavy. Alright, this is heavy canvas. The bag itself weighs a few pounds. There are lighter things, but just the durableness of it, it'll last and last and last. Anyway, I'll get into that kind of stuff another time. But in this bag, put this out of the way a little bit. In no particular order, just whatever's on top. Duct tape. You never know what you can and can't use with duct tape. Does everything. I got a lot of this stuff in plastic bags, as you'll see, because of wetness and whatnot. I actually have a Jeep and the back is opened up, and if it's raining too hard, water gets in there. So that's why a lot of the plastic bags, even though it's kind of redundant for this. Waterproof matches, strikers on top. There's a little knife. If you've seen my other video where I talk about the modifications on my Becker knife, I have one of these strapped to the back of the sheath. This is the same little fire striker for that. Carbon steel blade, pretty thick for the size of the knife, keeps a good edge. Cutting tools, you can't say enough about them. Zip ties, whole bag of them. Now, again, this is stuff I keep in my car, so if something actually goes bad and it breaks down, hopefully I can fix it myself. That's one of the 2 main reasons this stuff. Disposable poncho. These are just the cheap ones you can buy. This one's from Coleman. Coleman's a good name, but these are like the disposable, use once, throw away ponchos. If you're stuck in a training and you're just miserable, so this will help a little bit. these, keep stuff dry. A single male mirror with the siding hole in it. And for the rest of you, if you're in your car though, you stay with it. Unless you want to do what, the big popular term nowadays is self-rescue. But if you're broke down and you're with your vehicle, stay with your vehicle. I mean, unless there's a fire coming your way, there's an earthquake coming, the volcano erupted and the lava's going to get you, then get out of there. But you want to stay with your car as much as you can. These things are kind of cool. This is the Swiss Army people, it's called a Swiss card. It's about the size of a credit card. See how big it is. And in here, I have a pair of scissors. There's tweezers, toothpick, kind of like on a Swiss Army knife, little nail file. There's a blade here, and one thing that this one is kind of neat. It's got a little tiny ink pen. Want to leave a note if you do have to leave. Hi so and so, I went this direction. Tell people where you're going. Add a little thing to carry in there. Okay. A couple emergency blankets. They're a little Mylar folded. I got 2 of them in here. Doesn't take up that much more room to carry 2 than 1, and it's in there. Now, I got a lot of like hygiene type stuff. I'll probably end up taking out, but it's good to have. These are what hospitals are actually using now instead of the old-fashioned sponge baths that they used to give way back when. These are no-rinse washcloths. Meaning they've got lotion and soap and stuff in them. There's 8 of them in here. I've used these many, many times on many outdoor trips. They call them no rinse because after you take them, wash yourself off, do what have you with it, you don't need to rinse off. It just magically goes away, the residual stuff that's on it. They're actually pretty cool stuff. Then going with the hygiene, get yourself some of these little disposable toothbrushes type things. Right? It's not really for a survival thing, but just a hygiene thing. You feel good when you're clean, when your teeth are clean, and psychologically that may help. And hygiene, roll of toilet paper. And if you've ever been out of toilet paper and you don't want to use rocks and sticks and leaves, good thing to have. Okay. Emergency purified drinking water. Again, keeping it in Ziploc bags. I got 6 pouches in here. Each pouch, 4.227 fluid ounces, 125 milliliters. Right, these have a shelf life of 5 years. Got 6 of them in there. And also emergency food bars. These also have a shelf life of 5 years. These actually came from a French company. I don't read French, I can't tell you. SOS Food Labs. Each bar has like almost 3 ounces of, 3 ounces, 409 calories, 8 grams of protein, bunch of other stuff in it. If there's 9 bars in here, so on a calorie count, this could last you at least a week. Probably even longer if you did half of them. But food and water, you got it covered. Okay. Along the same lines as these Mylar emergency blankets that you see everywhere, they also have these tubes. You spread this out, and it goes in centimeters, 152 by 240 centimeters. You see the picture there, it kind of makes it look like a tent, but it's actually just a round tube. There's a little rope inside of it. If you wanted to tie that off, maybe to your vehicle on one side, tree or a post or something on the other side, and you string this through it, you got a tent. So, little shelter type thing. Foldable, collapsible shovel. Little tiny one, fits up good. It's got a little pick side of it for one side. If you absolutely have to go to the bathroom and you're good about the environment or whatnot, You dig a little cat hole, you use your toilet paper, you can fill it in. Right? It kind of goes with the sanitary thing. If you're in a situation, your personal hygiene and sanitary needs will actually make you feel better as they're going on there. Light stick, signaling. You don't have to go through all the uses what a light stick is, but it's a good thing to have. And paracord. 50 feet. Cordage is always a good thing. Now, what I don't keep in here is like flashlights, lighting, things like that. That is actually in the glove box, and I got a couple others in other kits that I have. But again, this is just a simple little thing. Put something together, keep it in your car. All right. With this, I've got shelter, I've got food, I've got water, I've got a means to keep it clean, I've got means to hopefully fix whatever's wrong with the car, at least temporarily, to get me down the road. I got things to keep me out of the weather, signaling, and cleanliness. With the first aid stuff, I can treat all kinds of things that may happen. Also with the flares, the road flares that I have in here. Another way to start fire if you want, signaling, or in the middle of a street at night and the cars are coming, it lets other people know that you're there so you're not going to get run into. Again, simple. Get something together, throw it in a bag, stick it behind your seat, in the trunk, wherever it fits, and keep it with you. All right? Again, it's KB for Fort Tillamook, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.